Welcome to LoveLine with Adam Carolla and Dr. Drew.
Would you sleep with sick women?
I may be pregnant, but I am still a man.
Spank the unruly ones.
It's indecent, it's vulgar, it's blasphemous.
I'm gonna ride you till you can't stand up.
Come on, let's go down.
All right, keep your shirt on.
LoveLine's meant for an adult audience. LoveLine may contain sexually oriented content. Listener discretion is advised. Here's LoveLine with Dr. Drew and Adam Carolla.
Yes, it is true. Drew.
Yeah.
Put away all outside reading materials. Stow it under the desk,
Hold on,
please.
all right.
Oh, for Christ's sake. Drew's on a mission.
Right.
I told him he was wrong about some information he spouted off about 4 months ago, and he's been a man possessed ever since. Okay, phone number for LoveLine, 1-800-LOVE-191, fax number 310-854-4455. I'm Adam Carolla. That is Dr. Drew. He is a board-certified physician and addiction medicine specialist. Not the love doctor, not your buddy, not that psychologist guy on the radio. Just a good old MD, Dr. Drew. Tonight, our guest is the great Dwight Yoakam. Hi, Dwight.
Not a love doctor.
No.
A specialist.
Oh, but it's not on a mic either.
Good old hillbilly. Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, there you go. The mic screwed up over here. I saw the engineer stand up in a panic.
Oh, really? Yeah.
Well,
we have quite a crack staff over here. Sometimes I forget to heat up the mics before the show.
There we go.
Yeah, am I back yet?
Yes, you are here. All right, you're here to talk about...
Yours is loud.
Well, you're here to...
You're the host. That's okay.
You're here to help out.
Okay.
But you're here to talk about Under the Covers, which I heard 3 times in a row today.
Really?
And loved.
Really?
Over here. Sometimes I forget to heat up the mics before the show.
There we go.
Yeah, am I back yet?
Yes, you are here. All right, you're here to talk about...
Yours is loud.
Well, you're here to...
You're the host. That's okay.
You're here to help out.
Okay.
But you're here to talk about Under the Covers, which I heard 3 times in a row today.
Really?
And loved.
Really?
Yes.
All 3 times or only the last time? Because
3 times... No,
nearly over.
3 times straight through.
Really?
Yes, I was tiling my bathroom floor.
I couldn't do that at this point with that album. I couldn't listen 3 times straight.
I thought he meant tile the bathroom.
Well, I had a wet
Well, I
saw
couldn't do that
going
either.
most of the time. But no, I put it 3 times in a row, straight through, and loved it all 3 times.
Well, thank you.
Then
On
I
behalf
crushed
of the
it and
producer
threw
the
it
band
away.
and myself.
No.
We're, yeah.
Adam, how'd you get it out of the CD box? CD container?
It came. I got one that was already, didn't have the cellophane on it.
What do you have?
I have difficulty getting the cellophane off.
They shipped you that's like a promo. You don't have all the...
No, somebody had somebody had the other one. Yeah, this one, right?
Stuff and credits. Oh, yeah, you got that.
Yeah, where you're rolling
you
around with this heroin addict underneath some sheets. Well, come on, she's a little skinny, Dwight.
Yeah, but I don't think it has anything to do with any kind of substance
Let me
abuse.
tell you about these
In fact,
waif
in that
models.
case, I know this person and this
Oh, you
model,
do?
and she's not...
Okay,
yeah.
all right. I didn't mean to cast aspersions upon her.
Certainly you didn't.
She's quite lovely, as far as I can tell from her, where the boot ends and her knee begins.
I'm sure you didn't mean to. You almost certainly did cast aspersions there for a moment.
All right, I take it back for you, Dwight.
Don't take it
A
back.
lesser star would not apologize to, but for you...
Yeah, flattery gets you...
For the man who knows no boundaries musically. I was listening to this.
You?
No, I'm talking about you.
Okay.
They're all covers, Drew. And some of them, quite frankly, are songs that I hated in the first place.
I'm gathering Drew hasn't heard the album.
No, Drew doesn't even know who you are, believe me.
I know.
Believe me, I could go...
No, I saw Sling Blade.
I could dig Jimi Hendrix up and put him here.
Fortunately for all of us, that's not who I am, but...
All right. Drew, relax for a second over there. You know Dwight Yoakam, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, boy.
Here's the situation. Let me compliment the album for just 1 second, please.
Okay.
Some of the songs were not songs I knew of. Probably, if there's 12 of them on there, I probably knew 10 of them. And some of them, like that Sonny Bono song,
you hated.
Don't go. This is the worst song I've ever heard in my life.
Yeah.
But you made it good.
You couldn't hear the shuffle in it.
You worked it.
Till we massaged it a little bit.
And Here Comes the Night sounded great.
Thank you. We had fun doing that.
How do you pick those songs? Because like
it was, you know what? It was an outgrowth of playing different songs in clubs, over the years, and then going back through our collective memory, Pete Anderson, the producer, and myself, our collective memories, and talking about material that we liked, that we had heard, that we thought we could put a different twist or spin on. And I mean, the Kinks track was an outgrowth of my wanting to sing kind of a big band,
right?
swing song, and we had talked about doing Up a Lazy River, and there's a Bobby Darin version of that I'd heard, but I'd also heard a Louis Prima version that was really jacked up and swinging. And Pete and I discussed that, and we were talking about doing that song until one evening he called and kind of having an epiphany, I guess, about the Kinks, and said, the swing song we should do is Tired of Waiting. And I said, but you remember that song? I said, yeah, but it's not.
It's not a swing song.
Yeah, and so we got in rehearsal and started working it, and found that it would, even bring about, I think, more intrigue to what we were doing.
It's kind of cool because, like I said, if I was an artist, if I had any talent at all, if I was going to do a cover album, I would listen and pick out my 12 favorite songs of all time and just go ahead and do them. But like we were talking about, that Tired of Waiting for You, King's song, is not a particular favorite of mine, and Please Don't Go. And there's half these songs I hate, but they sound great because he put his stink on them, Drew. And this is the mark of a true artist. Yeah, they want to play the one I hate, which is, but you make it good. You want to hear? They want to play "Baby Don't Go." I want to hear "Here Comes the Night," personally, or Claudette. But that's just me. I'm just a national radio host. What do I know? All right, we will.
Actually, Cheryl helps a lot making that good too on that.
Oh, she's singing backup in it.
Yeah, she came in and sang, and it was pretty sultry. I mean, she dropped into it's a lower register, and it worked, and I was really flattered that she would do it with us.
Well, do you want to, Ann? Do you want to play it now, and then maybe later on we can hear "Here Comes the Night" or Claudette? Okay.
Or don't play anything.
No. We'll play. We're pluggers. Don't worry about it, Dwight. All right. Under the Covers is the name of the CD. Dwight Yoakam is the name of the artist, and this one is called "Baby Don't Go." Dwight and Sheryl Crow.
She never had every mouth
Dwight Yoakam off of Under the Covers, and a little help from Sheryl Crow there. Baby, Don't Go. The old, see, look, it sounded great, right?
But it sounded great. I don't know it as a Sonny and Cher song. It just sounded great to me. Yeah.
Listen, Sonny Bono. I've been watching the reruns of the Sonny and Cher show.
The harmonica got to you or something, because the groove was there to hear. It was just maybe it was just I don't know.
But it took a pro to flush it out.
Actually, Cher sings the body of the song on their record. It's sung from the female's point of view. It's I had a mother. I hardly knew my dad. I've been in town for 18 years, and you're the only boy I've had. And then Sonny kind of comes along there at the chorus. So we kind of split. I sang it and telling her story, and she would, as Cheryl would come in.
Are you friends with Sheryl Crow?
Yeah.
And you just said,
we actually bumped into each other and at the Grammys, and it came up there and about doing something together.
Drew, did you ever bump into anyone at the Grammys?
Every time I go.
I bumped into some security trying to get into the Grammys, but never actually bumped into anyone at the Grammys. Oh, what a life you lead. All right, Drew, we'll get to the calls. When Drew smacks the Marks-a-Lot board, it means it's time to go to the phone.
It's like things are kind of tedious at this point. We need
no,
to go
it's not
on.
tedious. Adam will go on all night, and we'll never get to our callers. Hello? They want to talk to you, Dwight.
Seamus.
Okay.
Hello?
Hey, you're 17.
Yes, I am. Hey, I had a challenge for you, Adam. I wanted to challenge you to see how many names you can come up for the female breast and how many names you can come up for your Johnson.
All right, what's your question?
$5 and you got a month.
Seamus, what's your question?
I got to apologize for our listeners, Dwight.
That's all right.
Dwight's a very big star. He doesn't want to hear me wax on about my Johnson for 45 minutes.
I've heard the show, so I'm not shocked.
Seamus, what can we do for you?
Oh, I had a question for you also, Dr.
Yeah, what's going on?
I'm a little bit overweight, I would say. I'm, 17, about 5'11", and I have a question about my metabolism, What do you think? And I weigh like 216 pounds or so. You think that's like normal body weight, or?
It's a little up, but not bad.
Let me explain the whole normal body weight thing. If you take your shirt off in front of the mirror and you look like crap, then it's time to lose weight.
Well, that would be the definitive.
Or if you feel like crap.
I ride like 5 to 7 miles to work every day.
Yeah, because Mike Tyson is 5'11" and 218.
Right.
But he's looking all right.
Yeah.
Right.
Except for that big Ho Chi Minh tattoo he has.
I mean, you're not in any kind of medical problem, I suspect, provided your blood pressure's okay and you're otherwise well. I mean, just watch your fat intake, take your calories down, and exercise. All right. Seamus.
I have one other thing for
the questions have been just scintillating so far.
Yeah,
so
thank God we hurried to the phones, Drew.
Yes,
good instinct.
Dwight.
Yeah.
I love your music, man, and a lot of my friends like your music too, because it's like kind of rock and roll, and it's not like
all right.
What's his name? I can't think of his name. 1, 2, tie my shoe, what have you.
Whoever that was. It's not Sonny Bono.
Wow.
No, I think it's like
Adam.
All right.
Do something.
Thank you.
All right, sorry, we got rid of Seamus. I'm sorry you had to endure that, Dwight.
That's all right. Hey.
We'll,
Lee.
Yes.
What can we do for you?
Long-time listener, first-time caller.
Okay.
I enjoy your show a great deal. I just want to make a little comment. I've been hearing, and maybe I've just been picking it up a lot more recently, but a lot of your calls are, so where is the father? Well, Dad's not at home. Oh, see, there you go. The father's not there. I am divorced. I would love to see my son. My ex-wife has made it real tough. It got to the point that I actually moved out of town. I live about an hour away.
Yeah, but there are two different points of view you're sort of putting together here that we offer. One is that not having a father around impacts the child's development. That's one point you made. And the other is there are a lot of wayward fathers out there. Two different issues.
I deal with a lot of the wayward fathers in my line of work.
I understand, but you're a policeman, is that right? But in your case, it's just the fact that you can't be part of the child's life, and it's going to impact on them. I mean, your wife is doing her children a huge disservice.
Yeah, but most of the callers we get are dads that stayed around just long enough to sexually molest or beat or get drunk and vomit on their kids before they left. That's where most of the damage comes.
Is your number listed?
No.
Okay.
Pardon me?
Why, you going to call me?
No, I'm just...
I'll give it to you,
These
Dwight.
guys, most of your callers.
Lee.
Oh, yes.
So you're a cop?
Yeah.
And you cannot see, you don't have visitation for your child?
Yes, I do, and we're going to have to end up going back to court to rehash this out. My visitation is every other weekend and 2 weeks in the summer.
Well, just take it.
And
use it as full as you
it's
can.
real frustrating because I currently have a girlfriend who is divorced, and she has a son, and her ex-husband doesn't want to see her kid at all.
Stay together. Families stay together if you can. But
we were together for 8 years trying to make it work, and it just didn't pan out.
You said you deal with a lot of the wayward fathers. What are you seeing out there?
I get a lot of calls on intoxicated fathers, and I show up. What's going on?
So this is
I
the
never
cops.
see my kids. So is this why you're drinking? Yeah. Well, I talked to your children, and they said the reason they're not coming is because you drink too much. Oh, that's not it. I'll see huge acts of violence, and it's, well, what's bringing this on? I'm mad at my ex-wife, or I can't see my kids, or something on that line.
Hey, Lee, don't you think if more people smoked pot instead of drank, we'd live in a better society?
See, this is my opinion. I would much rather go up against somebody that's been smoking pot than someone who's been drinking. Liquid courage is a dangerous thing.
And I agree.
Right.
And even I agree with that. However, the cost to the individual who's using is still quite substantial. The cost to society may be a little less.
All right, but not getting your ass kicked with a police baton
I understand. And not hurting somebody else.
Yeah.
Well, not hurting somebody else, more importantly.
Right. You think alcohol is worse than marijuana?
Yes. In terms of people acting out.
Wait a minute.
Alcohol is worse than marijuana.
Right.
Yes.
What do you think's worse for your system?
It's debatable. It depends on how you.
Okay. All right. So you don't have a point, Michelle.
No, I'm saying it's not. It may be actually good for society, but it's bad for the individual still.
Yeah, but it's better than that individual boozing. I'm not saying it's one or the. I'm saying it's one or the other.
It's about the same.
All right.
You lost Michelle.
Michelle.
She just hung up on you.
Oh boy, we're off to Flying Star.
You're trying to impress the Dwight here, and you failed.
Well, but you're entertaining me anyway.
What are you talking about?
I saw Sling Blade, and I thought it was extremely illustrative of this very issue.
Well, now who's kissing ass?
No, I really thought it was so accurate in terms of just sort of describing that kind of abusive situation. It was really accurate.
Yeah, he wrote it without I think, succumbing to many of the cliches around the issue.
He knew it
flatly.
He understood it. He knew it. He'd been there or do some people or something.
Actually, I think on the video version, he put some things back in, some scenes, or at least as additional footage at the end of the film. He put some scenes that were cut out that actually give further insight into the relationship, because there were some people that would question as to why the woman was with this character, and there were moments where he could be very charming.
Well, always.
Doyle character.
Abusers are always.
And I tried to. The place that I stepped onto the role in terms of having any kind of not an affinity for him, but an empathy for it, the character, was when I read the part of the film, or the part of the script where he was at the door and he got up. Remember when the kid hurled all the stuff at him? And he kind of stood back up off the floor and said, "Okay, all right, I'm going to leave." And he admits in that moment all the things that he's doing that he knows are, like he says, aren't right.
Yeah.
The problem with Doyle and that character, and with many individuals like Doyle, is that even though he knows what he's doing is not right, he doesn't have any way of he can't intellectually comprehend how to arrest.
There is no intellectual way to do it. And evidently, and what you can bet is that somebody like that person, that happened to him.
So that's where when I worked at originally my coach, we both approached it from that standpoint, that the malice he expressed was an outgrowth of probably far greater malice that he had been subjected to.
Right. In other words, this abuser was abused at some point in his life.
Yeah, which doesn't forgive his abuse, but it certainly.
No, but it is funny that on this show we will talk to in the same night, oftentimes just separated by a call or two, somebody who's being victimized at the age of 12, 13, 14 years old, and have complete sympathy for that person. Then the next call will be a guy who's 22, 23. And is victimizing someone, and we want this guy hung up by his toes.
You're out knocking him off.
It's the same. Yeah, I call it an airstrike sometimes. The point is it's the same person 10 years later.
Yeah.
Most times.
Yeah, it's
And he-
pathetic.
But
It's
not
sad.
only intellectually, Drew, what I was going to say was that he also, the way I felt in playing him was that he didn't emotionally have
resources.
the
The
He
resource.
didn't exactly
Yeah.
the resources to cope with his behavior and to change it. He knew it was wrong. He couldn't change it.
It was
Didn't know
great
how to change
the
it.
way this movie worked, too, because as you know, if you listen to the show, you heard me say that I did this project with John Ritter. It's on the air now, except for neither one of us are on
It ranks up there with Sling Blade, I want you to know.
Oh, shut up. Listen, I was trying to make a buck here. The point is this. I did a thing with John Ritter where we flew to Florida for a weekend, had some gay sex, and came back. And the whole time, Sling Blade never came up. And this is a couple months after Sling Blade, I believe, had at least been released, technically. It's just the word of mouth hadn't caught on yet.
Right.
He was walking up and down through the airport. Hey, it's Jack Tripper. You know, no one gave a rat's hiney about Sling Blade, and it was just some months later, and it slowly crept up. Just pure word of mouth. Never saw, a bus stop ad for it or anything like that. And it's really kind of a tribute to the movie. And it's nice to know that when there's good work out there, it does work, and people do appreciate
Well,
it.
I think part of its success was due to the fact that we were kind of in oblivion down there doing it in '95 whenever we shot it. Nobody cared about it then, so they left Billy Bob alone to his own devices as a director, as a writer, as an actor. And the upshot of it was that movie was, the final product of his brilliance.
It must not have cost that much to make. I don't know if you know what the budget was.
It was less than $1 million. We were down there, I think $950,000 and whatever.
Incredible.
But it was, again, I think because of that nobody really came down and meddled in the process.
They didn't try to make
the shooting gallery,
make a movie.
The little company that made it with him, the shooting gallery, really gave him full control.
Right.
And allowed him to make the movie that he saw in his head.
Thank God the Hollywood brass did not step in and decide that, Dwight, you're out. Charlie Sheen, you're in. And we're going to work a car chase in through town, or at least a high-speed lawnmower chase.
Well, actually, we did drive away in my pickup, and that's back in the video, and I think the video version, but no chase involved in it.
All right, Dwight Yoakam is here. Dwight Yoakam will be here when we come back, and maybe even Dr. Drew.
LoveLine will be right back. LoveLine will be right back after we kill the singer.
Oh, no, go ahead. Sorry.
Yes, easing back into the show.
Floating towards the...
Dwight Yoakam is here. We're all floating toward the white light here that is LoveLine.
Yeah, the white light.
Phone number, 1-800-LOVE-191. Fax number, 310-854-4455. Adam Carolla, Dr. Drew. Dwight Yoakam. Under the Covers is the name of the latest CD, and I give it a big thumbs up, and it's back to the phones we go. Rick, you're 18.
Yes, I have a question for Dwight Yoakam.
Uh-huh. Hi, Rick.
Yes, how did you get brought up into the movie Sling Blade? I thought it was an excellent movie.
Thank you. The writer, director, and lead actor, Billy Bob Thornton, had seen, this is chronologically out of order, but he'd seen a movie that I was in.
Red Rock West?
No, Roswell. Speaking of Move Toward the Light. And I did that for Showtime. It was directed by a man named Jeremy Kagan, and I had done that about a year before I met Billy on Sling Blade, and he knew somebody that was that we were both involved with a couple of projects with mutually, and it came up that they knew me, and he said, "God, could you hooked me up with him, and I then watched. They told me what he was interested in, and I watched the short that he had done. He had a one-man show. It was actually just it was an outgrowth of that early monologue that he was doing on stage, and it was done as a short a couple of years before he did the feature. And I saw that and was just completely fascinated by this character and what the backstory would probably unfold as being when he told it as a feature film.
Do you know Billy Bob well now?
Well, now we've our working together on Sling Blade has evolved into a friendship.
I know that this may be a little out of line, but do you think you could get him to do that voice for my outgoing phone message? I mean, wouldn't that be cool?
Let me ask a question.
Yeah, he could.
Where did he get the idea for the character? You know?
He said, and that it was, it came to him in a trailer on a set where he had a very small part in some movie. I can't remember the specifics of the movie he was doing, and he was kind of in a moment of self-loathing, for lack of a better. He stood up. He said he walked over and said, "He'll never be much of an actor," to himself in a mirror, and he looked in the mirror and he started in this. He said there was a metamorphosis of this kind of character coming out in his face, and he began to talk in that voice to himself, and kind of worked it and just used it as a catharsis for what he felt at the moment. And
it's such a big character that is pulled off, which is a really tough combination. I mean, if you think about it, it's a huge
but
stretch.
It pulled off with such a,
but it's pulled off.
Such a finesse.
But with such, again, that whole movie with such accuracy, both in terms of the history that's implied for the individual that results in that kind of character, and the qualities that that kind of person has going through life. It was just accurate.
Yeah,
and it's very rare in Hollywood to see that kind of accuracy.
It speaks to his enormous gift and talent.
It wasn't really Hollywood, though. They just gave $900,000 to totally get lost.
Okay.
Jade, you're 16.
Well, the guys that gave him the money didn't tell him to get lost. They were they were very supportive and interested.
Listen, Dwight, don't tell me about Hollywood.
But they weren't from Hollywood.
Don't tell me about Bakersfield.
They were out of New York. They weren't from Bakersfield either.
Jade.
Yeah.
You're 16. Hi. What's going on?
Jade?
Yeah.
Go right ahead.
I have a question about molestation.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was wondering, how come when a person gets molested at a young age, it seems to happen to them several times throughout the year of their life?
There's debate about why this is. I'm not sure I totally understand why humans reenact the traumas that were perpetrated against them.
Right, because it's kind of weird. Let me just jump in here for a second. We get these calls all the time. Somebody was molested at an early age, and they become victims the rest of their life because dad gets them when they're 6, but the neighbor gets them when they're 13, and then some biker guy when they're hitchhiking at 19. And they just become victims until they get some therapy. But the other thing that's strange about human nature is if you fall into a pool and almost drown at 5, you never want to go near a body of water again, and you never go near a pool again. You know what I mean?
Why wouldn't you try mastering the pool? Why would you jump in the pool every time? Why wouldn't that kind of trauma bring you back?
Or you're attacked by a pit bull at 4 years old. You never go near another pit bull.
It speaks leagues about the way we internalize our experiences of other people.
Also, I think the need that we have, the enormous need and the compelling kind of need that we have to continue with human contact, obviously. I mean, it's not like the pool.
To straighten it out. Yeah,
the pool can't. I mean, the pool you can live the rest of your life without going in water.
True.
I mean, short of
but it's more.
Sure.
It's not.
I've done that.
Humans need humans.
Looked at,
but more than that, humans. The relationships between humans is far different than any other quality or type of relationship people carry on with in the environment with anything else. It's totally different.
Right.
It's different.
Okay.
And the theory is that they introject. They take pieces of those persons and put them inside themselves and then have to sort of qualify their relationships with those pieces of themselves by acting it out in the environment.
Are they trying to fix it by acting it out?
That's what I think, but there's debate about what actually they're doing. I think it is a way of either trying to contact pieces. Yeah, it's trying to fix, I think, basically.
Jade.
Yeah?
Anything like this happen to you?
Yeah.
What happened?
When I was a kid, it happened with 3 different people.
But you're aware that it's happening over and over again. What do you think motivates it? Do you have any insight at all?
I don't know.
It's hard to tell, especially at 16.
16. I was just watch TV and masturbate. That's,
Adam and I have been
my only
talking
motivation.
to each other about our teenage lives, and we actually, in like 3 hours of conversation, managed to throw one another into a pretty severe depression.
Yeah, I was about ready to kill myself. It was really hearing myself talk about my teenage life, Drew.
Well, it's mine and mine, too.
As opposed to yours.
Well, mine stirred up and stuff.
Drew had a closet full of tennis rackets and ascots, and I had a closet full of coal.
I had a closet full of hope, but that's, not going to get you a long way if you don't.
Jade.
Yeah?
Are you getting some therapy?
I did that a while ago.
Oh, no, that ain't like going to the dentist. I mean, it's not something you go to once a year.
It's something you go to regularly for many years.
Oh, hell yeah. I mean, I needed therapy, and I didn't even have any major things happen to me other than just a sort of, general neglect.
Chronic abuse.
Just
chronic low-level
I was on a slow drip of abuse, but I never had any real serious, tangible, alcoholism overt stuff. And, Jade.
Yeah?
You can't make a hobby out of it. You gotta be real serious about this.
I know.
Because then what's going to happen is you're going to screw up your relationships. You know what I mean? You're going to pick the wrong guy, and then you're going to act the wrong way with the wrong guy,
or the wrong way
with the right guy. Thank you.
Okay.
Okay, Jade. You know what's going on, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Kind of.
Well, it's
not
just
bad for 16-year-old, though.
Yeah, this is what we're talking about. It's knowing something and being able to act on it are two different things. Unfortunately, Alex.
Yeah.
Hey, you're 13. You're on with Dwight Yoakam.
First time caller. First time caller, long time listener.
Okay.
See, obviously here, I don't know. But all right, here, my problem.
Just want to point out, when I started doing the show, Alex had not yet been born.
Alex?
Yeah?
You were just a stain in your dad's underpants when Drew started doing this show. 14 years, Drew.
Yeah. Eloquently put.
Thank you. Hey, you want some help writing those country songs?
Poetic.
I'm not really soliciting right now for any.
But we could just get together and jam a little.
Yeah, maybe.
Or I could watch you jam.
What do you got? Well, no, I don't think that'd work.
All right, Walt Whitman.
Well,
hey, Alex.
Yeah?
What do you want?
All right, my problem is, I want to be circumcised, but I don't know how to tell my parents that, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I can't really go up to them and ask them.
You got a birthday coming up?
No.
No, okay.
Why?
I was just thinking of something you could ask for. What's a circumcision run?
I don't know.
Seems like they wouldn't charge you much.
I imagine so. I don't know.
I mean, certainly a moil can't be too expensive.
Don't even hazard a guess.
Yeah,
for a moment, he almost had
got me to do it. Yeah,
well, wait a minute. Now,
if you're on an HMO, you probably can't even get it done.
You couldn't get it done with an HMO,
right?
could you?
You have to pay cash for it, right?
I mean, no insurance company's going to touch this.
I would think no. I would
so
think.
To speak.
Yeah, good insurance probably would, because it's a reasonable medical procedure. But HMO,
no, I don't.
Yeah.
They won't do like breast augmentation.
Hey, they'll do fertility.
Yeah, but that's a function of life.
Yeah, but this can be considered something hygienic.
It bothers him. Right? Yeah, it's something medical. It affects his functioning. It bothers him.
No, what Dwight said is right, that it could be considered a hygienic problem.
Yeah, right.
All right. Well, you could write him a note and probably get the HMO to foot the bill
not
for
an HMO,
it.
but insurance company probably.
Okay, Alex.
Yeah.
What do you think your parents are going to say?
No idea.
Why do you want to get circumcised?
Just because, friends and, have you ever go skinny dipping or anything with friends?
Mm-hmm.
That kind of stuff.
Right.
You recognize that you're still going to feel uncomfortable about yourself, even if you chop away at little pieces that make you different. And it's not being different is not always something that is troubling to your whole life. There may be a time in your life when you wish you hadn't done this if you do it.
Yeah.
And there'll be other things about you that'll make you feel awkward and different too. Once you take away this problem,
And you'll probably get the circumcision, and then your dad's company will pick up and move to Europe, and then you'll go skinny dipping, and all the Europeans are going to laugh at you. Oh, wouldn't this be a great?
Yeah.
This is a great fable.
Yes,
it's a good children's story.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, it's like the Sneetches.
Do you know the little pre-pews that could?
No.
Do you know for Christ?
All right, Drew. Hold on. This Sneetches story is an hour and 45 minutes. I've heard it before. He did it on the TV show, and it spilled into the next show we taped after lunch. I swear to God. Drew, do you want to you want to spill the Sneetches real fast?
After the commercial.
All right, tease the Sneetches, and then we'll go to break.
Dr. Seuss animals with stars in their bellies.
Okay, but Alex?
Yeah?
When you hear Drew say star, I want you to say foreskin.
Right, in your mind.
Okay? Try it once real fast, Drew.
He said in his mind.
Sneetches had stars on their belly.
All right.
Alex, you repeat.
Oh, foreskin.
All right, say the whole sentence. Go ahead,
I
Drew.
was supposed to say it in my mind.
No. Say it out loud.
That's
Go
what
ahead,
I thought,
Drew.
too,
One more time.
Sneetches had foreskins on their belly. Excuse me.
All right, we gotta all go to the bathroom.
It's
and
only
put
in your
water on our
mind, Alex.
faces. All right, Alex. Remember, you say foreskin when Drew says star.
Only in your mind.
We'll be back with Dwight Yoakam and Drew and his band of Sneetches after this.
All of my most sensitive areas were inflamed.
Really? LoveLine will be right back to deal with inflamed, sensitive areas.
Oh, yeah.
This time we're kind of tripping back.
Yeah. Right. We were following the white light last time. This time we're
kind of
following
tail
the
lights.
Kind
of tripping back.
I was going to say the Jimi Hendrix black light poster back in the LoveLine. Dwight.
Well, that works. Dwight Light.
Dwight Yoakam.
The Dwight Light. Well, maybe there's another career for me as an inspirational speaker, motivator of men.
I think you garner enough respect that, well, I think what you do is you lure about 3,000 people into an auditorium under the auspices of a Dwight Yoakam concert.
Yeah.
And then you come out there with the guitar and the hat and everything.
Yeah.
And you start off like you're going into a song.
Yeah.
But you just keep going for about an hour and 45 minutes. And you deliver whatever kind of message you like. And I think if it's good, people will be riveted and not even, start throwing stuff at you.
No, we haven't.
So you start off by going, hey, Dwight, thank you very much. This next one is a little something that my grandpappy told me way back when, and then you just keep going.
Because I'll tell you,
That's not a good start, by the way, if you're going to do this kind of thing.
What is it? I tell you?
Yeah,
you know.
It's like that guy from St. Paul. That
let me show you something. Huh?
Yeah, that guy that broadcasts every week. You don't listen to National Public Radio or anything, do you?
True. What, do they break into the opera channel with some sort of spoken word thing?
Yeah.
All right, hold on. Shut Drew's mic off, please. He says, go ahead, Dwight.
The observation you just made is actually pretty accurate in terms of how I find myself trying to get lost in what we're doing on stage.
Yeah.
Every night when we go on stage, I want to kind of slip into the music and let it carry me wherever the audience is willing to take it. So not to get too
esoteric,
new agey or esoteric. Yeah.
Do you mix up the set all the time?
No, when we get a tour, we lay out a show and we stick to that show. Pretty much every night to night. But it plays different every night, depending on where we are and how they're responding to it. It plays. It's a new show every night, even though the order is the same.
And this is why I'm so.
It's like theater in that
envious of musicians and people like yourself. That I've done a few things on stage where they don't involve an instrument, involve some stand-up comedy or some sketch comedy or something like that. And I'm always up there trying to think of the next thing I'm supposed to say, never getting lost in the moment. And I thought musically you could get up there and get lost. You ever turn on the TV and they're broadcasting some jazz festival and there's some 300-pound sweaty black guy in his 60s and he's playing the tenor sax and it looks like he's just having an orgasm for about 15 minutes during his solo.
It's like the euphemism from the 50s or the 40s or 50s. Jazz euphemism was get gone.
Right. Yeah, you could just get into a zone at some point where you're just lost in what you're doing.
I used it all my life.
This is why people like sex, by the way. It's their chance to escape and go to a place where they're not hearing their boss yelling at them and the dog's not barking. They just get into a zone, and then the orgasm is the pinnacle of that expression.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. I should have stopped a few minutes ago.
Please. Nice try.
You sure don't want me writing lyrics for the next album?
Now he is sure, yes.
All right.
Yeah.
What about the stain in the underpants?
Dr. Drew allows me to remain polite, doesn't he?
Yeah, he jumps in and says what everyone else is thinking. Dwight's tired. He'd like to go home. Angela, you're 17.
Yeah, hi. Adam, I just want to say you are hilarious.
There you go.
I don't know why I like you because I don't know why, but for some reason it's just like, I don't know.
Just like I went a little too far.
Let it remain a mystery.
Ago. You just went too far, yes. What's your question?
Well, I have this problem. In the last, 3 weeks, 4 girls have come up to me separately and professed their love for me, but I'm straight.
How many women?
4.
Wow.
In 3 weeks.
In 3 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
These people you knew from before?
Well, I've been working in a play right now, so I'm meeting all these new people. So I haven't known them for all that long.
Are you an actress?
No, I'm a musician.
And you're part of the play, though.
Right, I'm in the pit orchestra.
Oh, really? Well, I didn't even know they had those anymore. So this must be quite a production.
Yeah.
What is it?
It's a girl who's 19 wrote the play, and a girl who's 18 wrote the music. It's a musical it's actually called Feminazi Frenzy.
Feminazi Frenzy?
Yeah.
Oh, your folks must be proud. 17 years she played that clarinet
this could
for
be
this.
contextual, this what's going on.
Wait a minute, yeah, you're saying you're a cast of lesbians. What do you expect?
You have Nazi lesbian. That's all you're working with.
I mean, it could be topical.
Yeah. I mean, they're all together, and that's they expect everybody else to be of that sort of mindset, or they're not maybe.
Actually, no. The girls who wrote the play are both straight. It's like making fun of all these stereotypes, but they do it backwards. Like being heterosexual is the bad thing and stuff like that. It's a comedy.
Right, but they cast in the drama log. It said looking for lesbians, not scared to goose step.
They're not all lesbians.
All right.
No, but there's a larger percentage maybe in the environment you happen to be in.
Right.
But well, see, my problem is
right. It's like you go to prison for the weekend and then you call in and go, why does everyone have tattoos all of a sudden? You're in a holding tank with some Hell's Angels, perhaps. Angela, it's where you are. It's your environment. Go see Sound of Music or something. You're not going to get approached by lesbians.
Well, my thing is I really like this guy in the play.
There may be a lot of gay men there, but please, Dwight, stop being so politically correct. You know,
no,
right?
I mean, no, I just knew.
You like Sound of Music, is what he's telling you.
No,
that doesn't
necessarily like.
You're still straight.
I kind of like Conrad Birdie. Remember Bye Bye Birdie?
Sure.
Dick Shawn was brilliant in that.
Didn't Dick Shawn die on stage?
In West, yes. Very odd deal. On the stage, they
in
thought
San Diego.
Was it there or here?
I thought it was in San Diego.
No, it was Westwood Playhouse. I don't. The second hardest working man in show business in the whole wide world, or something absurdly titled like that. Yeah.
Yeah,
he was brilliant.
What's even more bizarre about this reference is he was in Springtime for Hitler. We're talking about Nazi play here.
And he was in Mad World. But Dick Shawn was a great, brilliant, funny guy. And he was up on stage. I thought he was performing at a college, but I could be wrong.
Yeah, maybe.
He dropped dead in the middle of the performance, and everyone thought it was a bit.
Yeah.
And he stayed there on the floor, unconscious for many minutes
5
before
minutes.
somebody.
No, it was 4 days until production of Annie Get Your Gun came in to drag him
off. It was
off.
longer than 5 minutes and not quite as long as 4 days.
All right. Well, I use a little hyperbole here on the show. All right. We didn't answer a question other than... see, I should be writing lyrics. Angela is being approached by lesbians because she's working in a place that has nothing but lesbians.
Right.
All right. Diane.
Well, I don't know that it has a place that has
she should
nothing
be
but...
flattered, and that's that. She's not interested if she's not interested in that, and that's it.
Diane.
Yes.
You're 40.
Yes.
You're on with Dwight Yoakam.
Hi.
Hey.
I have noticed that Mr. Yoakam has in the past been linked romantically with several well-known females, and currently I believe is linked romantically with Miss Sheryl Crow. And I'm just wondering why it is that so many celebrities seem to only be comfortable being romantically involved with other celebrities.
Well,
now, off the top of my head, Dr. Drew.
Yes, sir.
Have you ever, when you were in medical school, when you were an intern, did you date a nurse at all, ever?
Right, yes.
I mean, it's
no, he
obvious,
didn't, but he knows
right?
where you're
My
going.
response is obvious.
Right,
it's
right.
Like, it's pretty
right. That's who you're socializing with.
Again, we could back up to the last caller and be curious about why all of a sudden
you're dating a lesbian Nazi. because you're in a play called The
So I think it's
Feminazis
just,
on Wheels.
Well,
it's a two-parter, isn't it, Dwight? I mean, one, these are people you're around, and two, you can get them. I mean, Dwight...
Well, I don't know about that.
Well, no, here's what I'm saying,
I don't know
Dwight.
about that.
Now, I don't want you to take this the wrong way. But if you're driving one of those trucks where you empty the porta potties on construction sites, you're not going to get a shot at Sheryl Crow. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know that I have a shot at Sheryl Crow, by the way. And now we've gone off into another tangent here.
Let's speak hypothetically. I don't know whether you're dating her or not. You didn't have much trouble getting her on the album, though. That could be something. But I don't know whether you're dating her or not. I absolutely do not. I'm just saying, part of it is you see these people, you work with these people, and the other part is you're making a nice living, you're a good-looking guy, you're a celebrity in your own right, and women are attracted to that.
Well, people are attracted to each other when they're doing interesting things.
Yeah,
right?
I'd like to date Sheryl Crow.
People are attracted to each other when they're doing interesting things, when they're successful and doing interesting things. I mean, Adam would like to date Sheryl Crow.
I think it's just, whomever dates.
Well, you're doing some backpedaling now.
No, I'm not. Actually, I'm just trying to put this in some sort of context that has reality.
No, but it is people you share interests with. Typically, you share
and proximity to it.
Proximity,
Right, but so her roadie is in proximity to her too, but he's not going to get to date her.
You know what? I'm not going to even address that.
Well, get off Sheryl Crow.
Roadie?
Whomever. I don't know.
All right, let's use Anne Murray.
Okay.
As an example.
All right.
She sung that Snowbird song from 1922.
She's Canadian?
She's Canadian.
She didn't date Hank Snow that I know of.
I don't know if
they're
she's
both musicians.
Still alive or not.
Both Canadians.
Let's say she's an attractive female singer.
And according to his song, he's been everywhere. But
she is not going to go out with some schmo. She's going to go out with a guy who's making some good money. Anne Murray.
What qualifies somebody as being a schmo or not a schmo? I've dated a lot of people that
but what normal jobs did you do before you were a celebrity? All right, you drove a truck.
Air freight, yeah.
All right. How many celebrities did you get while you were driving a truck?
There's a...
How many celebrities did you date?
Delicate term.
All right, date.
Did you get?
How many celebrities did you date while you're driving that 18-wheeler?
I didn't drive an 18-wheeler.
Flatbed.
I don't know that I dated anybody famous.
Okay. All right. We'll end the discussion.
But what? I don't understand the point.
Well, my point is you're Dwight Yoakam.
Did we lose the caller?
No, she's up there. You can ask her her point, isn't it?
No, we can't.
Diane?
Not her. Just hi. Were you that the only thing you had to ask?
Pardon?
Was that all you were asking, or did you have something?
I was just curious, and they kind of touched on it, whether it was the proximity thing or whether it was the, it's a more comfortable thing for you. You don't think that somebody's like, after your money or whatever.
Or you're
they're
right.
An equal
they're
social status with you.
That's right.
There may be there's certainly a common area of understanding.
Yeah.
All right. When we come back, I'm going to explain the whole number system as far as dating goes.
How's
and
that?
how.
Well, numbers.
Oh, wait a minute. You didn't explain the Sneetch thing.
Oh, humanity.
All right, write that down. Drew's got to do the Sneetch thing.
Sneetches.
And the foreskin in your mind.
Yeah,
the numbers thing is...
That might be a
I'll do it after the break.
All right, I'll explain the numbers after the break.
Foreskin in your mind.
Meanwhile, as the faceless evil closes in on the hapless, sleeping populace across town in a shanty one-bedroom, an old woman feeds her parakeet.
Come on, Chirpy, have some cheese. You love cheese. Since when are you afraid of cheese?
LoveLine will be right back.
Dwight, Drew, go ahead and talk.
Oldest have the most.
All right, don't talk right into the mic, though. We got to go to one of those 10-second breaks, okay. All right? But go ahead and talk. All right, Dwight Yoakam is here. I'm Adam Carolla. It's Dr. Drew. It's LoveLine. We'll be back in 10 seconds.
This is LoveLine on
radio
station.
WEBN, Cincinnati.
He's really admits it's like.
Oh yeah.
All right, wait a minute. The mic's on, Dwight.
Much more rigid and much more.
All right.
Much the people pleasing. part of it.
Let me get back on track here
Yeah.
for 1 second. The show's LoveLine. I'm Adam Carolla. That is Dr. Drew. He is Dwight Yoakam. He has a CD out called Under the Covers. It's all covers. Some you may not have heard of before, and others you'll know very well. His own unique, puts his own unique spin on all of them, and I listened to it 3 times back-to-back today, enjoyed the hell out of it. So I definitely recommend it. Now, phone number, 1-800-LOVE-191, fax number 310-854-4455. Drew, very quickly, talk about the Sneetches.
Sneetches.
And you did your thesis on this in college, didn't you?
No, but I study it more than I care. I study all Dr. Seuss nightly more than I care to admit with my kids. And he had a book about this Sneetches, these funny-looking birds. That one of them had a blue star in his belly. And at first he was an outcast, then it became the cool thing. Everybody wanted a blue star in his belly. They made a machine to put blue star on the Sneetches' bellies. They all had blue stars except one. And then at first he was the outcast, then suddenly everybody wanted the stars off again.
Removed, yeah. So laser treatments.
Right.
Same idea.
And this would pertain to the foreskin call that we had earlier. All right. Now let me explain the dating numbers. The dating numbers game. And I hope, I guess it was, I'm not sure if it was Lee or I can't remember the guy's name, but he had to say the word foreskin every time he said the word star. Now the dating numbers game. People have a lot of problem with this theory, but I'm telling you it is right on. Please have an open mind about this. Dwight.
Oh boy, here we go.
Completely open mind.
I'm coming from a good place here.
I'm sure you are.
That's meant for me.
No, it's not. No, it's meant for Dwight.
Yeah.
Okay. Here's the goal of dating. Everybody has a number. Let's face it. You just do. Sometimes it's...
What kind of a number?
Here's how you figure out what your number is. You figure out what your standing in society is.
Okay.
Do you have a job of some import? Are you climbing the social ladder? What kind of car do you drive? How much money do you make? How tall are you? How fat are you? How thin are you? What do you look like with your shirt off? These things all work into your total package number.
Your score, your rating.
Your rating, your score. Yeah. I mean, this is the reason why Lorenzo Lamas does not date the post-menopausal woman with the curlers in her hair who works the soft swirl counter over at the Thrifties. This is why. Now, there is a guy who'll date her, but his number is closer to hers. You understand? Okay, so everyone has a number. Your job is to date somebody whose number is either equal or higher than yours.
Actually.
But not too much higher, because then you'll get dumped, because they'll catch on. You see what I'm saying?
So it all relates really to self-image.
Yeah, how about how people feel about themselves? Does that
works in.
That figures into the number.
Sure does. Okay, now.
Well, the catalyst for this theory is self-image.
Yeah. Right, and it's not
the perception of oneself. Right?
It's not only how you perceive yourself, but it's how others perceive you.
But that ultimately is reflected in how you perceive it.
That may, by the way,
you may use them as a
you may drive your number up. You feel so bad about yourself to go after somebody else who's also driving their number up because they feel bad and make a real bad relationship.
But
you see that?
Alan Greenspan meets Nietzsche over here.
An ex-girlfriend's father.
What?
Here's a way to start with a bit of it. An ex-girlfriend's father suggested to her at some point, and this fortunately wasn't in reference to me at the time, and he put this rather succinctly.
That came later.
Yeah.
At the time it was referenced.
At the time. That she should never date or be involved with anyone who had less money and more problems than she had.
Right.
So does that apply to anything you've just said?
Yes, it does, and it makes good sense. And that guy who a guy who had less money and more problems would have a lower number.
A lot of people need to save people in the lower number bracket.
Listen, don't dilute the number theory. Just listen for a second.
Right, that takes somebody else's number down.
A guy like
completely open to this theory.
You just dropped 2 points, Drew. You're lucky you're off the market. You never get laid again. Dwight has a very high number.
Okay.
Dwight's good looking. He's up on stage. Okay. He has many things that raise your number. He plays an instrument. He makes good money. He's in the public eye.
Okay.
It raises the number maybe in a certain equation, but I don't know that that's a universal.
Right.
That it applies to all.
Well, I'm explaining why you get to date beautiful women. His number's very high. Now, because his number's high, he then gets to date others whose number are high.
But isn't that the case with any of us at any point in our lives? When we were in high school or junior high?
Right. You had a number.
Did you?
Sure. I mean, the guy was the captain of the football team or on the wrestling squad with the great physique and the flowing blonde hair and whatnot had a higher number than the guy who was on the head of the Madrinas Escuderos Spanish club over here, who basically, spent his summer evenings.
But that only. I think that would only. Valid to a point, because obviously it's only valid to a point because it's on a superficial level.
Right.
Yes,
it's on a very superficial
on the surface.
level.
On the surface.
And what's motivating people to move their numbers around is where the real health is.
But understand,
past the number.
Understand, fellas, that the number isn't just what you look like or how much money you have.
But
Gandhi had a good number.
But people might manipulate their number motivated out of unhealthy.
You can't move your own number.
Yes, you can.
That's for society.
Yeah, but somebody might be aware that they want to make more money so they can be more attractive to somebody.
All right.
And as opposed to feeling good about themselves.
You can lobby to move your number by driving a nicer car and going to the gym more often.
Stuff all the time, right?
Right. Well, that's why a guy goes to the gym and gets a Corvette, so his number will inch up. And so he can date higher echelon women.
I don't know that he would probably just, I get, well, maybe I think it's,
all right.
Ultimately, I don't think it's so, he might, in fact, convince himself that so his number can inch up, but it's actually so he elevates his self-esteem.
Right.
People you academic types have so much difficulty agreeing with the street sage over here. No, you read plenty, a little too much, I think. That's your problem. Now, just accept the number. Your very high number. The women you date are high numbers, and that's why. You would not date a 4. You wouldn't.
But what?
That is the number.
4 is relative.
Yes.
What scale are you judging somebody on a scale of celebrity? Because I've dated a lot of people. In fact, most of the people I've dated were not celebrities.
Right, but they had very high numbers regardless. They were intelligent, they were smart, they were attractive, young, nubile. Came from decent backgrounds. Put out sexually.
You know what? We can all hope for high numbers.
Right. Okay. Well, there's
this journey.
There's nothing wrong with everyone trying to elevate their number a little bit.
Well, or just
that's why I got this radio show, trying to go up a notch.
Seek out a higher number.
Right. All right. I mean, it doesn't have to be a superficial thing.
Even though it is.
Stunned silence is the response.
Right, and this is a good segue.
Drew and I,
because I want to play another song off of Dwight Yoakam's Under the Covers CD, his 8th CD, as a matter of fact.
Synopsis of our...
Listen, I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll play something else off the CD, and then we'll have a little round table while the song is playing about the numbers thing. And you guys will all see it my way.
Okay.
And this is a song that I personally liked off the album and wanted to hear tonight. I'm glad we're playing. It's called Here Comes the Night.
closing her eyes and telling lies exactly like she told me to. Here comes the night. Here comes the night. Whoa, 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 yeah.
Everything.
Beginning, middle, and its end.
That plus jeans is it. That's the whole story.
Dwight Yoakam is here talking about the numbers game. He's bought into my little plan. Under the Covers is the name of Dwight's latest CD, out just a couple of weeks. And it's one of those things where even if you don't like Dwight Yoakam, even if you're never going to listen to CD, it's good to get it just to have it lying around in case people come over that think you're cool. As a matter of fact, Dwight, I have an idea. It's just dawned on me, but seriously, it's a way to make some money. You come out with some CDs that don't even open. You know what I mean? Where there's not an actual disc inside of it, just sealed shut, just solid plastic.
Like plastic that's just shut.
As a matter of fact, come out with like a box set where you could just put it in the middle of all your other CDs and it would look like you had 11 Dwight Yoakam CDs. And that way, when people come by, they go, this guy's hip. He knows his music. And you could sell them for like $4 a piece because obviously they didn't have
They came by my place, they just think it was narcissistic.
Yeah, you can't have stuff lying around.
Yeah.
This is kind of weird. Like, you can't, if you have a date or something, you can't say, let's listen to me. Can you?
Well, it depends on what's going on at the time.
Right.
If we've just finished mixing something and I'm listening to
No, not one of those professional dates.
No. Okay.
Yeah, you can't have stuff lying around. And then you got to think extra hard because you're a music guy. You can't just go grab some crap like some Bay City Rollers or something.
He's editorializing.
No, but Drew, do you understand what I'm talking about?
I'm supporting you. You can yell it right in his face, too, I don't care.
Here's what I'm saying.
Nobody knows.
Lee Iacocca cannot pull up in a Pinto.
Dr. Drew yawned.
Do you see what I'm saying?
Is Adam talking?
Oh, shut Drew's mic off, please. And we're going to keep it off for a good long time this time until he learns. All the schooling in the world hasn't learned him
nothing. Until he
learns.
It's like,
ooh, still on.
Starting to take on Dwight's character. I'll learn you. I'll learn you good.
Be careful, I'll take on Billy Bob's character.
All right. All right. I'm just saying, Dwight, be careful what you play around the house because people look up to you.
I'll keep that in mind.
All right.
I'll keep that in mind.
Maybe I'll
keep
drop
it to
off
my Ralph
one of my
Stanley collections. What I'll play.
I'll drop off one of my spoken word tapes from the 70s.
I'll play that.
Opal.
Hi.
Until I get that large yawn.
You're 17. Was he really yawning? I didn't see him.
Big.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah, I'm 17.
Jesus, Drew. What's going on? Dwight Yoakam's on the show.
Yeah, I know. Hey, Dwight.
Hey, how you doing?
Fine, and yourself?
I'm doing all right, I guess. I think.
Oh, you're having the time of your life.
I'm having a ball here.
Thank you.
Okay.
Just kidding you.
I have this really big problem. And it's really disgusting because, like, me and my boyfriend, we have sex all the time. Like, every day, like, 30 minutes, maybe to an hour. And then one time I walked in and he was masturbating. Like, I walked in and I'm like, oh, my God. So, I walked out and I closed the door and he came out and he said he was sorry for this and that. And then he tells me that he does it, like, constantly. So I'm, like, feeling, I'm not giving it up to him more than I should, or, like, I feel inadequate. So what should I do?
You should change the way you think about masturbation.
I mean, I don't think there's anything wrong with it, but he, like, masturbates more than we have sex.
But Adam's telling you it's a different thing.
It's a different thing?
Yeah.
Okay, I don't understand.
It is something that is near and dear to him. It is something that he knew long before he met you and will know long after you're gone.
Oh, okay.
Well, isn't that precious?
It's
I feel special, huh?
it is. Well, I'm just trying to be realistic. You're 17. He's
Look at the pensive faces of all those ladies across the other room there.
the ladies want to know about masturbation, and I've been elected the spokesman.
I don't know if they want to know anything about it from us.
Yeah.
Well, Adam though is quite the expert in this. Yeah.
It is something that he's been up to. It is a skill that he's been honing probably since the 8th grade.
No, he told me his sophomore year in high school.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well,
Late bloomer.
always deduct a year and a half from the time the guy says he began masturbating.
Okay.
It's like when a woman lost her virginity. Always deduct a year and a half from that point. Yeah, it works with guys.
It does.
Okay. It has nothing to do with you. It is not because you're not satisfying him. It's not really sex to him.
It's just something to release his tension.
Well, it's
Wait a minute.
No, it's what? What do I?
I mean, I don't see anything wrong with it because, he told me, he openly said he does, and he does it constantly, but I'm thinking...
But the point is, it has nothing to do... It's a separate thing he does. It has nothing to do with his satisfaction with you.
Okay.
And that you'll never be able to take that away from him, is what Adam is saying. It's a separate thing that he does. It has nothing
Well,
to do
you could take it away for an hour or two, but he would wrestle it right
Let me
back.
clarify for myself, Doctor. It is something to do with sex.
It is something.
It is
to do with
sexually
it is sexual behavior
driven. Okay.
But let me say, let me just now having
because Adam kind of
Adam's
had me
philosophy.
wondering. I was actually going to seek help tomorrow.
Now that Adam's philosophy has been
Expoused.
we've been enlightened by his philosophy. Let me just say that amount of sexual activity just kind of strikes me strange, and usually people that have that degree of acting out, particularly with all that masturbation, have had something go on with them. Some kind of abuse, typically.
Because he's having sex with you every day?
For an hour and then masturbating constantly.
Well, yeah,
to be
like,
17 again.
Well, like today we didn't because we had friends come over.
Right, but the fact is that it just does. It just doesn't sit right. It doesn't sound right, and you wonder what happened to him.
Oh, can you imagine this guy's sheet? By the way, it's like freshly frozen ice.
He says he doesn't do it under the sheets. He does it in the bathroom.
All right. But do you know anything about his history?
Well, yeah, like
What happened to him?
his parents beat him when he was
Right.
younger.
And now the kids that are beaten have just tremendous repressed rage, and this is thought, particularly masturbation, is thought to be an expression of that.
Oh.
So this is it. Indeed, Adam ultimately is right that it's not so much about sex as about his psychological condition and how he's acting that out. So, okay?
Yeah.
But it is going to make it difficult for him to have stable relationships, intimate relationships.
I've known him for quite some time.
You're into that mess with him, huh?
Yeah.
Right, so here's the deal. You're not going to be able to get anybody to cut back on their masturbating by telling them not to masturbate. You got to get to whatever what is motivating them to masturbate. Yeah. The issues. Thank you, Drew.
These are profound issues. You're not going to be able to crack somebody on that stuff.
No.
No.
Okay. Dwight, I won't get into your masturbation habits. I think that would be distasteful. But it's fair to say that you've done it before, right? Okay.
Clearly, it would be distasteful.
Yeah. It's turned into Alistair Cook all of a sudden. DJ.
What's up?
Hey, you're 22.
Yes, I am.
Hey, you've been on hold for 86 minutes.
My ear's about to fall off. Tell me about it. Okay, here's a story. I'm with my family. I'm in the Virgin Islands right now. I'm in St. Thomas, and I came down here for the summer. And my brother met a girl probably about 3 months ago, and we had a big party. And we were down here.
Hold on. Where are you hearing us?
Where am I hearing you?
Yeah.
Like what station you mean?
Yeah.
It's called K-Hit.
And where?
Is it a Miami station?
No, it's in St. Thomas, Virgin Islands.
Somebody's... Hey,
what the hell? We're not on any Virgin Island.
Somebody's bootlegging the show. Well,
I'll tell you, that's one program director I want to visit. Hey, we're down. I know it's been 3 weekends in a row. Yeah. Hey, we're coming to you live from the beach. It's been 8 months.
Anyways, my problem was she had a lot to drink that night, my brother's girlfriend, and I was coming out of the bathroom, and she was waiting at the door for me and kind of pushed me back into the bathroom and proceeded to tell me how attractive she thought I was, and then kisses me, and then gropes me.
And then what?
Gropes
me.
Uh-huh.
So I kind of push her back off and say, you've had your little drunk here, why don't you go ahead and back off. Rest of the night, she kept, every time I turn around, she'd be looking at me, smiling, winking or something. I just played it off she was drunk. Night before last, we had dinner at my parents' house. We were Me and her were just in the living room. Everybody else was in the other room. She comes over, sits down next to me, puts her hand on my thigh, and kind of looks at me and smiles. So I push her hand off and get out of the room.
Uh-huh.
And I'm wondering, one, my girlfriend wants to beat the hell out of her for kissing me and everything else. Second of all, do I tell my brother? Do I talk to her, say you need to chill? What do I do?
Maybe to be sure that your brother does, because she's going to deny it and maybe even accuse you of coming onto her, maybe you ought to sit down with another person like your girlfriend, Eva, who you already have confided in very wisely, and your brother, and talk about this.
I don't think he confided in her. I think she found out somehow.
All right, she found out.
DJ, she found out, right?
My girlfriend?
Yeah.
No, I told her.
You told her?
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
So that's your girlfriend.
I'm so disappointed. Well, yeah, she made... How old's your brother? Could he kick your ass?
No, I kick his ass.
Oh, you could?
How old is he? How old is he?
He's 25.
How old is the girl?
She's same age as me, 22.
All right. Well, I think the three, you need to sit down. Not the girlfriend. Your girlfriend, your brother, and you need to sit down and talk about this. Because if she's going to stay around... everybody's going to be real clear on what you're dealing with there, because she's going to create some real chaos for everybody.
Okay.
DJ, you're not attracted to her, are you?
No, not at all.
Yeah.
Jeez, no.
Believe me, if he was, he would have seized this opportunity. Am I right, DJ?
Yeah, probably about 2 years ago. I sure would have.
Right.
I love my brother, but
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
What are you going to do? Trim's trim, right, DJ?
That's right.
Okay. All right. Listen, do me a favor.
All right.
Have one of those drinks that are put in fashioned out of a hollowed pineapple.
Coconut.
All
Coconuts.
right. And then go into the hotel jacuzzi and vomit. Okay?
What?
Huh? Yeah, watch out for the jets. Drew, please. Oh, does the humiliation ever end? Dwight?
Yes. Yeah.
Dwight, you're into this, aren't you?
Into which?
Whatever.
What? Well, wait a minute. That's a...
You're having a good time tonight,
I'm
right?
having a ball.
Good. Dwight's a very genuine guy. And let me make this observation about you, Dwight.
He wasn't made that last comment.
Yeah.
Dwight...
No.
Dwight's a guy
sincere.
who has a very different feel in person than he does, I would say his persona gives off. He has a sort of mystery man thing going on professionally. But when you sit down next to him, you realize it seems like a regular guy.
Nothing mysterious here at all.
No. You're no Rubik's Cube. You're like a paper plate. Flip you over, same color on each side.
No box of rocks.
All right, when we come back, I think I'm going to ask Dwight about upcoming movies, because that's something cool. And Drew?
Yeah.
I'm not going to ask you about anything.
Thank you.
I don't think they're aware of how much they suck. Hey, that's not very nice. You kissed my mother with that mouth? I mean, your mother? LoveLine will be right back.
Start the show. Yeah, they moved to Burbank.
Years and years and years.
Oh, yeah.
Years and years.
Dwight Yoakam is here talking about the years. And Dr. Drew's here on the phone number, 1-800...
Dr. Matt.
What the hell's the phone number? Oh,
1-800-568-3191.
Oh, you know the numbers.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. And the fax, screw the fax number. Anyway, Dwight, let's talk a little more about acting. What projects do you have coming up?
Drew and I were talking in the last break that I just finished a film down in Texas. It's titled The Newton Boys, and it's a true story about a group of brothers and my character who hooked up about 1919 and proceeded to rob over a 4-year period 84 different banks by going in at night and blowing the safes with nitroglycerin. And they stole, I think, over $500,000 in about a 4-year period. And they started, because of their activity, insurance companies started forcing the banks to change the types of safes they were using, and ultimately put them out of business with the nitro, because they were going to a round door kind of safe, and the nitro wouldn't pour evenly and wouldn't blow, and it became very dangerous for them. So they pulled off the largest train robbery in U.S. history in 1924, just outside of Chicago. They robbed the Chicago to Minneapolis postal train of $3 million, which is equivalent today of $60 to $90 million, something like that.
Right.
So it's a fascinating story.
But then after taxes, it's
not as I
$3
told
million
it,
again. But I guess you wouldn't pay if you stole it.
Right.
I love this kind of stuff, by the way.
Really? Well, this is done by Richard Linklater directed it. That was the other
guy
reason.
used to host the game shows?
No. The guy who directed Dazed and Confused.
Oh, yeah.
Suburbia.
Right.
Slackers.
Yeah.
Done some great movies, and that was the finding out that it was a story based in historical fact and biographical characters, and then realizing it was Richard going to do it is what caused me to go down there and do it.
It always makes it cooler if it's a true story or based on true characters. I almost wish at the beginning of every movie, even a movie like Alien, for instance, they'd say, based on a true story. And then at the end, they'd say, hey, it was BS.
They'll call it X-Files then.
Outgrowth, I have a theory that's an outgrowth of being told by a friend of mine who's actually sitting behind the glass there, a gentleman named John Longnecker, who works with me on various film things that I do, that there's a George Bernard Shaw quote that says there are only two plots in all of fiction, and that is the magic frog in the real garden or the real frog in the magic garden. And if you don't have one of those,
right,
you don't have anything, and you don't have anything to hold anybody's interest. And I think that the idea that this actually happened becomes contextually a magic garden for us when we think that this actually went on. As you see a film start to unfold and you know that up front that it's a true story, there's a bit of magic to that. There's a mystery attached to that. There's a folklore, attached to
absolutely
these people's lives. And these gentlemen are relatively unknown. There was a book published in the late 70s, which is what this is derivative of.
Did they ever catch them, or do you want to give that away?
They caught them immediately following this robbery. I won't tell you how or why. It was an outgrowth of just some things that went wrong. But they did pull the robbery off successfully and got away to an extent and were caught at the end. And so all of them served time. In fact, the youngest of the brothers in 1980 was on Johnny Carson telling some of the tale.
Wow. During a Karnak skit.
There you go. Probably was.
Well,
anyway.
The thing that's amazing is they probably could have got away with it if they just kept the $500,000 they'd got robbing banks.
Well, they were away with that. They had gotten away with
and
it.
$500,000 in 1916 or whatever.
1923 or 4 was equivalent to probably $10 or $15 million today. They could have lived very comfortably, except that the leader of the gang, which Matthew McConaughey plays.
Oh,
I'm this far into it. I guess it's an ensemble cast. It's Matthew McConaughey, myself, Skeet Ulrich, Vincent D'Onofrio, and Ethan Hawke. We're the gang. We're the Newton boys, and then Juliana Margulies from ER plays Matthew's wife, and Chloe Webb played Avis.
I'm guessing everyone wasn't that good looking back then, by the way. But you gotta make it easy on the eyes.
Magic frog.
Yeah, well, it's a true story
or something, or lily pad, or whatever.
All right, but when is this coming out, by the way?
I guess they said February, March of this coming year.
Okay, I will look forward to it because not only do I love a true story, but I like an adventure. I'm tired of all the movies being either they're black comedies or they're these way out sci-fi things where after 3 or 4 galaxies blow up during the opening credits, you could give a rat's ass. I like these old movies like Papillon and these great train robbery. These
epic, yeah.
Yeah, these
his life.
Oh, did you see this Papillon movie?
He floats away on those coconuts. I'm still here.
Oh, I cried.
There's a thesis.
This
statement.
Right. True. It was a true story,
for
too.
Life, huh?
Oh, excellent. Well, we got to talk more about this Papillon during the break. Mary.
Yes.
You're 29.
Okay. I am a first-time caller. And Dwight, how are you?
I'm fine. Is it Mary?
Yes.
Hi, Mary.
I'm from Washington State, and I'm calling to ask you if you'll be coming out with an anthology album.
Boy, we haven't really talked about it. Drew alluded to me doing a box set. I guess that would be an anthology if I did it. Of course, if there was nothing in it, That might still be
that was
anthology. Yeah,
that was my plan.
Yeah.
This is something just to look
We
good.
don't have any plans to. Not as of yet. I'm actually going into the studio. On the movie that I was mentioning, the Newton Boys, I was down in Texas for 3 months, and I ended up writing a lot of new material. And we're going in September to record that as a new studio album that'll be released sometime late next spring, I guess.
Also, this is a good opportunity to plug the Christmas album, which will be coming out in May. No, but coming out right before Christmas, I'm guessing?
That comes out actually September 16th of all.
All right, but it'll still be around during Christmas, right?
Absolutely. That's when we hope that
people will do the most buying.
It'll have its greatest response.
Mary?
Great. Yeah.
Anything? Any other questions for
Dwight ought to
Dwight?
be at the Christmas show. Acoustic Christmas.
Yeah, you should. You ever play any of those concerts for the radio stations?
We've done some,
like K-Rock's Acoustic Christmas.
I've never done K-Rock's, but
you'd consider it, wouldn't you?
Absolutely.
Adam's inviting me, man. Okay.
I'm extending a personal invitation from K-Rock.
If that's a genuine invitation,
yes.
If it's valid, if it's.
I'd like you to back me up on a spoken word tour I'm going to embark on.
Well, that I'm not interested in.
Oh, come on, Dwight.
If in fact you are able to make such an invitation, I'll accept.
Well, no, I'm not, but I'm doing it anyway.
Okay, well, I still accept.
I'm sure the powers that be would be elated to have you, Mike.
Yeah.
Hey, you're 17. What's going on?
Hey, Adam. Actually, I just wanted to kind of support your numbers theory.
Mm-hmm.
I very much respect Drew and Dwight, rather, but I'm a little bit taken aback at their analysis of your theory because I think it's a very valid one, especially if you look back at, I guess, human evolution and our tendency towards natural selection. And that's just natural selection in today's world. We're looking for the better mate.
So you're a social Darwinist in addition to a biological Darwinist.
Yes, exactly. Very much so.
Okay.
Pretty heady stuff for a 17-year-old Mike.
Oh, thanks.
Here's the beauty is, though, Mike's never gotten laid. Have you, Mike? No.
Shrewd analysis.
Don't let him give you a hard time.
It's okay.
Just don't answer.
What do you expect?
The guys that understand most
in deference to yourself,
about getting laid are the ones who haven't gotten laid.
On grounds that
Adam, I think that says something about yourself, too, doesn't it?
Yeah, I'm no Casanova.
yeah.
I'll admit that. I spent too much time thinking about the numbers game and not enough time raising my own number.
That's where I am.
All right, so Mike?
Yeah, but to sum up, very shrewd analysis, and I'm kind of surprised that Drew doesn't agree.
Well, you know, we didn't disagree.
Yeah.
We were taking issue.
Mike, you brought up the issue that it is usually an outgrowth of experience at a certain age, at adolescence to young adult.
Right, and there are certain people that go for the lower number because of a self-esteem issue, or go for a higher number because of a self-esteem issue. But Adam figures into their number.
Yes, and as I've
that number
stated,
figures everything about the person into the number.
Stated before, you would not want to go if I'm a 5. As much as I'd love to be with a 9 or a 10, it wouldn't serve me well in the big picture, because a 9 or 10 I would be at her beck and call, and she would abuse me because my number is so low, because she's someone who wants to be with a lower number person, and eventually it would end in tragedy. Best to have someone who is your number or just a little bit higher. Then you're really winning the numbers dating game.
And we're all probably unable to get out from underneath the numbers we're saddled with early on.
That is true, although
we're surrounded by.
I would like to think that God thinks of all of us as a 10.
Boy. It got beyond sappy.
Thank you, Dwight. I went from the stain in Dad's underpants to God and his number recollection. All right, when we come back, we'll hear a little something else off of Under the Covers, the Dwight Yoakam CD, and more yarns to be spun on after this.
I don't go in for these backdoor shenanigans.
Sex, drugs, rock and roll.
Shenanigans.
Chips, dips, chains, whips.
Shenanigans.
What do you trying to think?
LoveLine, I'll be right back. Shenanigans.
All right. Hey, it's LoveLine, kiddies. Forget about the phone number. Forget about the fax number. Dwight Yoakam is here. Dr. Drew's here. I'm Adam Carolla. We're going to hear a little something else off of Under the Covers. That is Dwight's 8th CD. It is all covers. Heard it 3 times, loved it 3 times, and most of these songs you'll recognize, and it really draws from a lot of different sources. You got the Sonny Bono over here. You got the Kinks over there. You have the old Them and Van Morrison, and also some newer, more interesting stuff like The Clash.
Yep.
And
but infused with mountain music from the, from a source like Ralph Stanley, who's the banjo player and tenor singer in the Stanley Brothers from late 40s up through middle 60s when...
Bluegrass band that used to rob banks?
No.
Oh. Be a good movie, though, wouldn't it?
No.
Got one guy's picking away and the other guy's picking a safe? Okay. All right. I can see I've lost my audience.
It's real late, isn't it?
Listen, though, I talk to people all the time that say they really enjoy the show, Drew, so up yours.
I'm sure people tell you you're really funny.
Drew's such a tough nut to crack, this guy. And then he takes a guess and pulls them over to the dark side with him, and they start copping an attitude. Oh. I wish for once a guest would have the guts to agree with me instead of take the safe side, which is Dr. Drew over here.
Maybe they just don't agree with you.
Okay, that could be a factor, too.
All right. To do with
All right. We're plugging more. We're playing more Dwight Yoakam, and this one is an old Clash song called Train in Vain.
Say you stand by your man. Tell me something, 'cause I don't understand. You said you love me, oh, that's the fact. And you left me. I said you felt trapped. Well, there's some things you can't explain away. And that heartache is with me to this day. Or did you stand by me? No, not at all. Did you stand by me? No way. All the time we were close, I remember all these things the most. I've seen my dreams come tumbling down. Can't be happy without you around. So hang on, I keep the love at bay. And there's only one thing I can say. Did you stand by me? No, not at all. Did you stand by me? No way. Did you stand by me? No, not at all. Did you stand by me? No way. Stand by me? No, not at all. Did you stand by me? No way. I got a job, but it don't pay. I need new clothes, somewhere to stay. Hey, without these things I can do, but without your love I can't make it through. And if you don't understand my point of view, then there's not a damn thing I can do. Did you stand by me? No, not at all. Did you stand by me? No way. Did you stand by me? No, not at all. Did you stand by me? No way.
Come here, honey.
Dwight Yoakam, Under the Covers. And for those of you who been alive for the last
I saw Sling Blade.
15 years or so, you'll know that was Train in Vain.
But not I.
But not The Shine.
And again, another thing Drew hasn't seen. But the thing I really enjoyed about this album was Dwight flavoring it his own way. And oftentimes when people do retakes on songs, it sounds so much like the first song, it's kind of why bother? Why not just re-release the first one? This is a totally different thing, and it's kind of interesting that a group like The Clash and the way they wrote this song and the way they played this song was just a million miles away from what you just heard.
But really not that far away, actually, too, on
well, I mean, like,
level.
Wait, you just told us off the air.
Well, no, it's derivative. What we're doing there, and Ralph Stanley playing the banjo and singing that harmony part on this is, part of, or illustrates that this music really, in rock music, is still its core derivative of the Irish, Scottish, Welsh folk music that was the tradition that came across and ended up, helping us establish a musical, expression ourselves here in this country.
Drew's
bluegrass
Drew's an opera aficionado and did some singing in his earlier days, but they never accompany anyone with a banjo in opera, do they, Drew?
Not that I can think of.
No, but
that would be a good opera.
Some of the tonal things are not that dissimilar.
Yeah, it's
in terms of
interesting
bluegrass music, and if you listen to the Everly Brothers and what they did when they sang, which we covered with Claudette, their performance, but it was a Roy Orbison song. Their harmonies were things that they were doing tonally. They were crossing, melody would cross with the harmony, and the part that had previously been the harmony now became the melody. And so,
Drew, you know the Everly
things
Brothers.
informal.
I know of them.
Bye, bye, love.
I know that song.
It's refreshing.
Happy Days. No, what I was getting at is that you could play the Clash's version of this song for, like, my parents, for instance, and it would drive them nuts. They'd say, that's a horrible song, I don't want to hear it. But if you play this version of the same song, they would really enjoy it. So sometimes I just broke another CD cover.
Oh, boy. Yeah, it's the one you have to give back, too, huh?
And not anymore. It's the one I bought. The point is it's not so much the song, it's the way the song is interpreted.
Presented, yeah.
Okay. Tina.
Yes.
You're 26.
Yes.
You're on with the songster, Dwight Yoakam.
Great. Wonderful. I just want to say I love you guys. I listen to you guys every night. I watch your show, and you guys are just great.
Where are you calling from?
Calling from Manhattan Beach.
Oh, okay. Drew had a puss on for a second there.
No, I didn't.
You thought you meant like New York, Manhattan.
No, Manhattan Beach.
Manhattan, no.
Right around the corner here. What's up, Tina?
My question is for Dr. Drew.
Yes, ma'am.
You told a girl the other week, she was calling about the use of laxatives for diet purposes, and you told her that she could die from that.
Yeah.
How is that possible?
It's bulimia. That's part of the purging. It's one of the purging syndromes associated with bulimia.
But what are the symptoms of that?
And bulimia has in its more severe forms has about a 20% fatality rate attached to it. It's uncommon for people just to stay with the laxative thing. Usually it's laxative plus starving themselves plus purging, vomiting, that sort of thing.
Is there a way to get rid of that, or?
Get rid of that disease?
Yeah.
It has to be treated. Absolutely. There are people that you need to see a psychiatrist or psychologist who's expert in treating eating disorders. They're chronic conditions. There's
nothing you could dump into your bath?
No. And they are very dangerous. And believe me, if you're using laxatives right now and you try stopping, watch what happens. Have you tried stopping?
No.
Well, what happens?
Well, a lot of it just illustrates how much your system is.
I don't think you can.
You can't. If you stop for a week, your bowels wouldn't work right. Sometimes they don't move at all anymore, and you'll swell up. Your legs get tremendously edematous as a result of the kidney changes that have gone on. There can be heart damage. There can be tremendous medical problems.
Well, how do you get weaned off of laxatives?
Depends how much and how long you've been using them. and what you've been using.
Well,
It can really damage. It can be. I had one patient.
damaging to your heart?
I had one patient.
Why, you ever have a problem with laxatives?
No, it was just the way you
wean them off
phrased your
laxatives.
question.
Yeah. I had one patient.
I don't know why. It just struck me funny. I mean, you were sincere. That's what struck me funny.
No, I wasn't really. I didn't really care.
Yes, you were.
I had one patient
tell you,
who was
sincere. He was
colon motility.
real innocence to the way you asked
was
that.
so severely damaged we actually had to remove her colon.
Hey, how the hell you get weaned off of laxatives?
Okay.
How you get something like that stopped?
Listen, Banjo boy, I didn't say it with that twang in my voice. Please, I have a nasally tone.
Tina, it's a serious issue. Get it taken care of. Seek call local hospital. See if there's anybody that has an eating disorder program and get involved with it because
I basically am kind of like anorexic.
Yeah, it's anorexia, bulimia, and people die from that. It's a very serious condition.
I think it would take a long time.
To die?
Yeah.
It does take a long time.
Okay.
And however, you don't know when you're going to get. For instance, the electrolyte disturbances can cause sudden rhythm disturbances or dysfunction of the heart muscle that can be very sudden and very devastating.
Tina, well, who the hell? Even if you're going to die when you're, 55, you want to go through your whole life bulimic?
No.
All right. All right. Did your mom make you take ballet lessons when you were a child?
No, definitely not. I'm not a ballet child.
No dance classes?
Nothing.
No pushy parents?
No.
Huh. It's kind of refreshing to have someone who's screwed up just on their own.
No, the other way you get there is having been abused.
Tina?
Perfectionist?
Were you abused?
No, but I always want to be perfect. I want to look perfect. It's just,
Yeah, but that's why we're going the ballet route. That's where that comes from, is your parents being intruding into your life and requiring you to perform in a way that becomes perfection.
All right, everyone give up being perfect. Yeah. It's not worth it.
Unless you are
Try
perfect.
very hard to.
Unless you are perfect. You know what I mean? If it comes easily, okay, be
I think
perfect.
you should strive to give up perfectionism.
There was a time when I cared about hygiene and appearance and all kinds of stuff, and I said, I'm so down to earth. I'm so in touch with myself now that I'm not even going to shower.
Beautiful.
I threw all the deodorant and the Metamucil in the same bucket, and I said, "Be gone."
Keep the toilet paper in your house, right?
Okay.
I began to float up and away from my body.
Lady, you better get back here. If you're not here when LoveLine returns, they're going to be pissed.
Float.
Unfortunately, we are out of time. I want to thank Dwight Yoakam for coming in and being so gracious tonight. It was our pleasure.
Thank you both. It was a pleasure, and I enjoyed it. And thank you for playing so much off the album.
It is our pleasure, and you're welcome back anytime you see fit.
Thank you.
You do not need another project to plug, although when the Christmas album comes out, come on Christmas, October in 97.
If you're empowered to make that invitation, I'll accept.
I offer you an open invitation to anywhere that I am.
Okay.
All right? Even if I'm on the crapper in a bus depot in Norfolk, Virginia,
Right.
you're more than welcome to come in and help me
I
out.
probably won't take you up on that.
This has been LoveLine. The opinions expressed herein are certainly opinions, that's for sure. If you'd like a written transcript of today's program, you probably should have written it down yourself. And if you did, we'd like a copy. LoveLine producer Ann Wilkins.
This broadcast was copyright 1997 Westwood One Entertainment. This music is MXPX on Tooth and Nail Records.
Sit, Obo. Obo, stop dragging your butt across the carpet.